I was curious about this nice, neat stack of paintings, and
Okay.
I was wondering if you would go through a few of these, and even these. These are fabulous. I'd like to see some of these if I could. Do these have titles?
Not really. If I have to, I'll think about something and something will pop into my head.
Ooh.
These, of course, have a balloon-like quality floating
The
in the air.
paint you have on these, if I pick this up, you
Yes,
could see this
dry.
gorgeous, gorgeous colors that are in there. It's so rich, and that quality of that line around these grapey things is just great.
Oh, well, thank
A
you.
little scribble. And for people who don't know, this is what the backs of paintings look like.
And there
So
you
it's
go.
canvas stretched over wood. And that's exactly what it is, because the neophytes don't know all the preparatory work that goes into these
Oh, a lot.
things.
A great deal. This is another one.
What is
This is
that?
the first one that I did. I call these my scribble paintings. It's like doing doodles on a page, and anything that comes to mind are on these paintings. And I have scribbles, I have plant forms, all the things I'm interested in. In some cases, I actually erase. I go over things like this. I didn't like the image, so I took a rag and I just scrubbed it out, and I said, oh, wait a minute, I like that. And then I drip through just to get the texture that I want. And there, of course, is the letter that I always enjoy doing.
You know, some people really think that artists just paint what they feel. And sometimes I myself think that it minimizes what we do. But in many ways, we do paint what we feel. We have our instincts. So what are your thoughts about that?
I mean,
Is there a method to your madness?
I like the spontaneity of it. I like the thought of scribbling, of things coming from my subconscious. I like the plant forms that I've always dealt with for many, many years. My later paintings, which are way back there, those go back about 10, 15 years, are all about plant forms. I think I started out that way. Plant forms, I started out that way. And then they evolved into geometrics. Here's something that's purely geometric. Minimal. I did a series of these paintings without an image. And
How many paintings would there be in a series normally?
how many paintings would be in a series? About 6, perhaps. I never really thought about that, but I would imagine about that much. But then again, no, because I have a series in the Neiman Marcus stores, in the men's collection, and I had 9 altogether. 1 large and 8 small ones.
Which Neiman Marcus store is that?
There are 2. One in the Merritt Park in Coral Gables, and one in Boca Raton, Florida.
How did Neiman Marcus come to show your work in their store? Is it a
Well,
temporary exhibition, or?
no, they bought the paintings. It's part of their permanent collection. Their curator came down to Miami a few years ago when I was at the Art Center on Lincoln Road. She visited the studios and selected some of the artists from the studios that she saw. And I was one. There were about 5 of us, I think. And my work somehow ended up in the men's department. I think it has something to do with the geometry, the tailoring. It seemed to work very well in the department where they tailor men's clothes. And she wanted all this type of painting you could see in those 2 stores.